I know we have weather coming. It was looking pretty bad this morning. Right now it's okay. Not quite the muddy mess yet, but it's gonna be. Grass is growing. Weeds are growing. Trees are starting to bloom. What are we working on today? Let's go find out. Welcome back to the journey, friends. So yeah, I'm trying to get out here on a day with no rain to continue working on this gate project. I need to be able to pull my bandsaw out to recut some of the timbers, and for one, it's not easy to move. Two, I'm here by myself right now. Everyone else went grocery shopping, and I said, nope, I have no wish to want to go do that. So I want to continue working on this project, making videos and stuff. And I'm trying a technique I've never done before, and hopefully it works out. I've already done one cut just to be able to see if it's feasible, if I can do it. And I think it might work out, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get enough of the materials. But anyway, let me just flip you around and let me show you what I'm talking about. So I have this curved log, and I'd like to be able to utilize this as the top of the gates too, right? Plural. It's a little over, so each gate is going to be 7 feet 7 inches, and that leaves me a 2-inch gap in between the gates. And then yeah, but anyway, I want to be able to rip this lengthwise, and you can see there's already a lot of shavings here. I have not opened this up to see what it looks like, but I was able to cut fairly straight. I did use the string kind of, not on this curved part. I kind of just eyeballed that, but I think if it's straight enough, the only parts that I need to worry about being perfect are the ends, like that end and this end where it connects to the gate. Anything else, if it's a little off, okay, it's a natural curved log that I'm cutting, but I'm trying to get 2 planks that are at least, a 1/2 inch thick, 5/8 of an inch thick. So I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is see if I can't, instead of using a chainsaw, now that I have a flat reference plane, of getting out my circular saw that has a fence that I can attach to it, cut basically on this side, the best I can, flip the log, cut it on the other side the best I can, and then cut whatever's left either with a handsaw or with the reciprocating saw. And for one, it's a smaller kerf. I'm not wasting as much material with that 3/8 blade on a chain, right? And see if I can't get 2 pieces out of this. But I want to open this up. I want to see what it looks like. Not bad. Not bad. It'll definitely work. So let me break out the saw and let's see what we can do with it. Okay. Got my cobalt. Got my fence. So this saw will, let's see, that is all the way down. It's like two and a half, give or take. 2.5 inches. My thickest part is like right at 8 3/8. So I mean that'll leave me a pretty good chunk that I still have to saw by hand, which is fine. And then most of this down here is like 5.5. So 2.5 is 5. So I'll be able to get almost all the way through. You know, once I get down to like in this area here, I mean almost about from here, 5.5 all the way down. So really I'm only gonna have to saw a lot down that end, but that's only like maybe 1.5 feet worth. I can do that by hand. So let's get this saw plugged in and let's give her a whirl. Before we plug it in, however, let's go ahead and put the fence in. Do that safely. Also need to get the spiders off this thing. I don't like spiders. Don't want nothing jumping out at me. You not want to go in there. There you go. And this should, there it goes. That's like a hair under 5/8, which is kind of what I'm going for. Something close to 5/8. All right. Plug it in, plug it in. Okay, so as I do this, because obviously the log is round, I don't have a flat surface to be able to maintain. So I don't want the saw, you know, to be able to kick. I want it to be able to stay as straight as possible. So I'm gonna try to put just the fence, you know, have the fence riding on the side. I'm gonna eyeball it the best I can and have just the top, the very front of the sole of my saw, you know, riding on the wood. Just kind of try to do an easement. I mean, because I can always come in and try to flatten this out first. But I just want to see how well this will do first. And yeah, if I got to make more than one cut, I'll do that. All right, so I am going to hold my guard. And let's give her a whirl. Make sure you're using your safety gear. Okay. The log does kind of curve a little bit right here, so it wasn't 100% straight. Like I said, this is going to be the hardest part because it's not very, very flat. All right, so actually what would have been perfect for this application is a draw knife. I do have one, but it's not perfect. It's one that I actually found on this property, and it's pretty heavily pitted. I mean, I'm gonna try to restore it the best I can. I actually do use it for removing bark. It doesn't even have handles on it. It's just the metal. But it's good for that. It's actually how I debarked this log. Majority of it was with the draw knife, and then, but it's not sharp enough. I probably could make it sharp enough to do with what I need it to do, but one of these days I'll make some new ones. I do have a blacksmith set up, kinda, but I'll just use this for now until I can get there one of these days. Why is that wobbly? I bend the blade. I sure did. Blade bent. I was like, why is it smoking so bad? Well, that's not cool. I'm gonna get another blade. Okay, so it turns out I do not have another blade for that saw. So I guess I'm just gonna have to go back to option B of using the chainsaw again. So freeforming it is. I'll just freeform it. Well, not sure how much of that last one you saw, but I got that one cut out, that one cut out, and then I went ahead and just kind of cleaned this one up just a little bit. I mean, obviously, once I get these cut the length, you know, I just kind of ran the planer over there, but it's still gonna have saw marks like that from the chain. I'm fine with that. I'm fine if some of that shows up, but this is a lot longer than what it needs to be. But I won't know where I need to cut that yet until I get the rest of the gate built, because the rest of the gate is all square and flat and all those things. This is the only one that's going to be curved, more natural. So I don't necessarily know where that's going to lay yet until I get the rest of the gate built. So, but I wanted to get these cut first, just to make sure that I could do it. And then, yeah, which I actually have quite a few more logs that I would like to try to cut in this fashion, in the same way, you know, obviously until I can get my own mill. But I think it does pretty good. Burns up a lot of gas though, a lot of gas. Yeah, I basically went through one full tank and 2 cuts, and then I don't know, probably another half a tank with that last one. So, and this is a small log, so, but I don't know, maybe if I had a different chain it'd go a little faster, but I thought it was cutting pretty quick with how it was. It's just going full out like that for the most part, you know, with long continuous cuts, it's going to burn through a lot of fuel. But anyway, got it done, and now I need to be able to get the other logs over here. I don't know how much, if any, I'm going to be able to get cut today, because I don't want to bring the bandsaw out. Like I said, it's really hard to kind of maneuver that thing around, because for one, it's inside. I need to bring it outside to be able to utilize it. I can't use it inside the playhouse. And then cut the logs that I need to cut. And then once all the wood is prepped, then I'm going to start building the gate. But I'm probably not going to show any of that process of cutting up any of that lumber. I don't know. I might not. We'll see kind of how that goes. I do know that I'm probably going to need assistance whenever it comes time to doing that. And right now I'm here by myself. So, but all right. Well, now I got a big mess to clean up. Okay, so I guess for the rest of the video, I'm just going to continue picking up rocks. So got a load of rocks. And then, because I put the board on the top, that way I can bring other boards over. And then, because I got those sitting there, those basically are all done until I'm ready for them. And then, this is the smallest. So this timber here is only 5.5 inches thick. And I want the majority of, I think the long members of the gate to be from this material, and then the other timber is 6 foot. The other 2 timbers are not 6 foot, 6 inches. But portion of this too, because I'm only gonna get the length that I need for the gate, and then which is roughly what, 7'7" is what I was saying. To get those pieces off of this, and then I'm gonna leave a good chunk of that, and that is actually going to be a portion of the bed that I'm going to be doing. The leftover will be a portion of the bed, and then for the other post up front, I need to, so I'm going to drop off a load of rocks. I'm going to go grab another board, at least one, and then yeah, I'm just going to continue doing. So yeah, I'm just going to continue doing that until I can't do it no more. Because I mean, it's already getting long in the day. Gladys and everyone, actually, they just got back, so we just got done putting groceries inside. I know, the dreaded sun. So let me take this up to the front. Let's get this dropped off, all the rocks, and then we'll go grab one more post, and then I think I'm gonna call this video done for now, because yeah, I mean, we got weather coming tonight, And I did want to kind of show you guys what I was doing for the top. That's going to be the top of the gate, the curvature. But I do want to show you a picture of what the gate, of what I'm kind of thinking it's going to look like. And then, yeah, and you guys can tell me what you think down in the comments. But before then, let's go drop off some rocks. But these wheels on the cart doing much better than the plastic one with the hard tires. We got some big ones like that. This one has some concrete I need to knock off of it though, because I would like to be able to put it this way. That's a good rock, but it's got the ugly concrete or mortar on there. A lot of these rocks used to be around the old house, and we've just been piling them up, moving them around. A lot of rocks. Big ones, some little ones, crazy shaped ones. You want to kind of spread them out. Just pile them all up on top of each other. Then when it comes time to actually use these things, I'm not going to be able to see what I have. And I know Gladys loves doing puzzles, so who knows? Maybe I can get her out here to help me put some rocks in, because she would be a lot better at it than me. And some of this stuff too, I might even try bringing hammer and chisel. You know, if we got to break some of this stuff, break a little piece here, break a little piece there. I don't know. We'll see. I also got to buy the adhesive, because we're not going to put any type of mortar in this. It's just all going to be glued in. So we'll have to get a wire brush, make sure that the rock is somewhat clean, get some nice construction adhesive, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, let's go get the other post. All right, so with this, I had the other cart that I was putting on the back of this one, but one of the tires that I have like this is actually ripped on the sidewall. So plus the tube actually had a hole in it. So until I can get another tire for that cart, because I actually had to use one of the tires from that is actually the tire that I was putting on here was ripped, and so yeah, I just stole one of the tires from the other cart that I built to be able to haul these. So now I just have this on here, kind of prop it up so I'm not dragging it. This one's quite a bit longer than the other one, but push this down. I could probably even come up a little bit more. Yeah, that worked. Oh, I'm missing a hook. Where did my other hook go? Oh, left it on the cart. Is this ideal? Nope. Does it work? Yep. That hook, I put it in backwards. Put it that way. I need both my hooks going in the same direction so I don't put a twist in it. And obviously that stretches that a little too much, so a little bit of 550 cord. Go slow. Just like that, I got it all the way over here, so now I'll set it up on the saw horses and I'll be ready to cut it down to length of what I need. So before this battery dies completely, go ahead and check out that video or the picture right here of the gate that I actually plan on building with this, even having the curved boards on the top. And then yeah, looks, hopefully it'll turn out okay. But anyway, that's all we got for you on this one. So I know I said I was going to be building the gate on the next video, but hey, it is what it is. We still got to gather materials. We still got to prep materials. And we have a whole lot of weather coming. And I did not want to leave y'all with absolutely nothing in this series for a long time, because it's probably what's going to happen here within the next few days. So if I can get a break in the weather, I'll get out here and I'll try to cut up some more lumber and try to get this thing going. But if I don't get a break, then I'll have to go figure something else out for a video, probably hauling more rocks, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. All right, y'all, definitely thank you. If you want to stick around a little bit further, we have this video right here, or the entire year's playlist over on this side. Have the icons at the top, make it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check that out, it's greatly appreciated. And last but not least, get out there, thank a veteran with every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.